Well, we are addressing what China has come up with respect to its stimulus plan. There are a lot of swaps involved here, and the number that we are working with is about $839 billion worth of, and this is US dollars, worth of stimulus is what's been in the plan right now. But I have with me Neeraj, who's also tracking this. Neeraj, what are you making of this? And, can we simplify how this will work in terms of, the kind of, involvement of swaps?
Yeah, so whatever China does, very difficult to simplify, but let's try and do some numbers out there. Agam, you can add on to this.
Yeah.
But the expectations, and viewers would remember that we did a piece on what the Bank of America market expectations were on the China MPC meet, which is about $870 billion of bond issuances over 3 years and 4 trillion renminbi, which is about 561 billion, into special local government bond issuances. Now, what is good that has happened is, it was important to note if the central government will fund the debt swaps, which effectively allow local government bonds to be swapped. And I think China's plan is $839 billion of a debt swap to refinance the local government debt. This is exactly what was needed per se to help the local governments. And that has been done. There's a local hidden debt swap total size also of about 10 trillion with 6 trillion yuan to swap the existing ones. I think, Agam, let me try and simplify this, because this may become a bit difficult for people to understand. But the net piece of what has happened, and it's on the back of comments that people have made who are China specialists, that what has come in is at the lower end of the expectations. Now, authorities are well aware that they need to do a lot more in China. This has come in at the lower end. This does take care to solve some of the existing debt problems that the Chinese local governments have. But is this large enough to invite investments by locals or globals into China? There is a problem. And I think day before yesterday, when we were talking to Sridhar Shivram or somebody else, they were talking about how Chinese government not have the wherewithal to be able to do as much to solve the existing problems and invite fresh investments. I think they've done this measure to solve the existing problems, but not fresh investments. The only piece that I would love to end this with, Agam, at least my view, is that the market probably started, this was before Donald Trump came to power. The market started expecting that now that Trump is at the saddle, the stimulus will be supersized. It has not been like that. It is in fact at the lower end, not even at the higher end, and not even supersized. I think that is why metals globally have come off. Chinese markets in after hours have fallen as well, and India too, the metal stocks are not quite reacting.
Well, actually, that's one of those things that we are going to take this forward with, and it's the impact on the metal sector. At the moment, it doesn't seem like we're seeing too much of a reaction. In fact, the metal sector has only fallen further on an intraday basis. As you can see, it's trading near days low, the sector specifically. But of course, we're not seeing a very sharp reaction. But as Neeraj has pointed out, that the stimulus is towards the lower end of the expectations. So it's certainly not supersized, not even on the higher end. And given the fact that it is at the lower end, it's a stimulus. You can't deny that. But that's something that we're going to have to work around with.